What's up, guys? It's your favorite teacher, Mr. G, coming back at you with a new lesson. And I made this lesson off of all places but Facebook. And you're like, oh my gosh, Facebook is for old people. Well, it's not. It's for, people like me who are in their mid 20s who want to buy stuff online. But I do see these memes on Facebook and I read the comments of these particular memes and I'm like, gosh, you guys need to go back to school and figure this out. So I found this one on Facebook. Let me see if I could click the next. I found this one. And they're like, and this is from the anime Naruto. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but they're like, well, see if you could figure this out or you don't pass your ninja test and things like that. And people are posting the worst answers in the world. And I want you guys to be able to go on the Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, whatever the big blog you guys do, and be able to be like, no, you're wrong, man. This is what we have to keep in mind. We have to use this right here. In order to solve this, we need to do something called order of operations. Order of operations. And in this lesson, I'm going to go over what the order of operations are. Okay, so let's take a look at the same problem that I have set up here. 5 plus 2 times 6. 5 plus 2 times 6. There are multiple ways people try to do this. So let's just try to do it from left to right to start, okay? 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 times 6 is what? 7 times 6 is 42. I'm getting an iPad Pro very soon, guys, so I could just write this stuff down. I'm waiting for it in the mail, so bear with me until next week. Okay, 42. All right, that's one way of doing it. What if I did my multiplication first, though? 2 times 6 is 12, right? I got to bring down my addition sign. 5 plus 12 is 17. Okay. Those are two totally different answers, right? Totally different answers. And if I am like dealing with money or things like that, $42 is a whole lot more than $17. If I'm billing somebody or I'm being billed, $42 is a lot more to pay than $17, right? That's more than twice, right? Because 17 times 2 is what? Well, 10 plus 10 is 20. 7 plus 7 is 14. 20 plus 14 is 34. So that's more than twice. Okay. Let's go into using the order of operations, because when I have a problem with two denominations, addition and multiplication, there are rules, or as Drake says, there are levels to this, right? So we're talking about PEMDAS, right? We're talking about PEMDAS, 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 right? Okay, what is PEMDAS? Well, we're breaking things down. We do certain steps and certain problems first. For example, parentheses. Now, parentheses in a problem, it would look like this, right? 5 plus 3 minus, I don't know, or we could do 5 times 3. We'll do 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3, and then 2 times 2. Well, you have to do what's in the parentheses first, right? So that would be 4. 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 4, right? Exponents. You have to do the exponents, right? So parentheses come first, then the exponents. You guys should know what exponents are, right? We have to solve the exponents first. So if something's 5 to the second, we have to turn it into what? 25, of course, right? Then multiplication and division come, okay? And lastly, it's an add and subtract. So when we do example problems, okay, when we do example problems, use this. Look at this. Look at the order of these problems, right? Let's go back. Which one is correct? Looking at PEMDAS, right? Right here. 2 times 6 goes first. Why? Because it's multiplication. And if you get confused by that, something that could help you is you could put parentheses around these numbers, right? Okay, let's make it just a little bit different. Let's make it a little bit different. Oh, man. I hate this eraser, man. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, God. This is why I need the iPad, guys. Okay. I'm just going to do something like this. We'll do 5 plus 2 times 6, right? I'm going to change it to a 5 squared. Okay. What comes first? Well, if I'm looking, exponents come first, right? So 5 times 2 is 25, okay? And there's levels to this stuff. So we want to write these down. So I solved this first. So now this is out of the problem, right? But we still have this whole section left. So I'm just going to drop it down just like that. So plus 2 times 6. Okay. Now, what do you think we could do here? Can we just add the 2 and multiply it by 6? Absolutely not. We have to do the multiplication first. So if you see multiplication here, you could always put parentheses around it to make it a priority. That's okay. So 2 times 6 is 12, right? Plus 25. And 25 plus 12, well, 25 plus 10 is 35, plus 2 is 37. Okay, let's do another. Let's do 6 squared plus 3 plus 2 times 3 plus 1. Okay, these are the problems that you're going to see on your homework, okay? And it could get confusing. But what are we supposed to do first, right? Parentheses, right? We're supposed to do parentheses first. The parentheses is 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. So I'm going to have my 5 here. I can cross this out if you'd like, right? I'm going to drop my 6 squared. I'm going to drop my plus sign. I'm going to drop my multiplication sign. Geez, I hate making X's on this thing. I'm going to drop my 3, drop my addition sign, and I'm going to drop my 1. Okay, let's move this out of the way here. All right, I'm a moving head. What's next? Exponents. Exponents come next. 6 squared is what? It is 6 times 6 is 36, right? You get your kicks on root 66. Well, 6 times 6 is 36. All right, here we go. 36 plus, I'm going to drop down. And we could do the same thing here. Cross that out. Bring down my 5. 5 times 3 plus 1. Okay, what's next in PEMDAS? Multiplication, right? And I got a 5 times 3, so I'll just put this here. 5 times 3 is 15. George, you're the man. I know you're saying that on your home screen computer. I'll cross that out because that's out of my problem. I'm going to drop my 36 on my addition sign. Plus 1. Okay. Now this is an addition problem, right? 36 plus 15 plus 1 doesn't really matter how we do it, right? So I'll do 36 plus 15. Well, 36 plus 10 is 46. 46 plus 5 is 51. All right, I'm going to cross those out. I'm going to bring down my 1 plus 1. 51 plus 1 is 52, exactly. Okay, so this is tricky. This is not easy. What you need to do is get a separate sheet of paper, right? Get a separate sheet of paper and write this down, right? So what I mean by that is I would pause this video, okay? Pause, and I would write this down. I'd write down PEMDAS. Just like this, right? And I'd write it down. Parentheses. And that is a hard word to spell, ladies and gents. I'd put what the parentheses look like. Just like this, right? Here is my paper. Then I'd write exponents. And I'd put like a 5 squared because I think that one is one of the easiest ones to remember. Then I do multiply. And I do something like that, right? Divide. Do something like that. And then add and subtract. Now remember, you could multiply or divide. There is no multiplication doesn't go before division and whatnot. You could do whatever. Same thing with add and subtract. That's why I have a dash next to the add and subtract. So you should have some notes in your binders that look like this. So when you're doing these problems, you have this to see as a reminder. Now, if you want to be super cool, you could screenshot this little video part and you could do that. Okay? So, if you are confused, please send me an email and I'll help you out. But just for fun, let's do this first. Okay, this is algebra, so we're going to use a different kind of property here. So 2 times 2 is 4, right? 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 times 2 is 8 equals. So my problem would be 8 divided by 4 plus 8. So I'd have 2, because 8 divided by 4 is 2 plus 8 equals, it would be 10 at the end of the day. We will go over that this property a little bit later in our year. Probably maybe the last week of school. I don't know. But that's the reflective property. If you need any help with anything that you need, let me know. My office hours are always available throughout 9 to 3 for you guys. Let me know, and I'll be there to help you. All right, we'll see you guys later.